Hello, everybody, and welcome to URS once again. It is the social race this time, a bit in the off season, so it is a bit different for these drivers, where we are just getting ourselves underway in the brand new F1 game, F1 22. If you don't know who I am Ryan Ocon 31, and today I am joined by GSR Thrasher.
Hey, how's everyone? How you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing well, doing well.
So it's a good thing I'm not hosting the lobby because it kicked me out of the lobby considering I started the stream. So that's obviously wonderful to know that that's still in the game. But F122, um, Thrasher, how are you liking the game so far?
Well, personally, I'm struggling a little bit. I won't lie to you. I'm struggling with the traction, but there's definitely with the graphics and some of the add-ons they put in this game. It's definitely better than F 2021 and 20 like games past.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to personally, just me, I just got to work on the traction. I know there's a patch coming out with the traction update, so maybe that'll help. But no, other than personally me, I really like the game. There's definitely big step ups from the last two games. EA and Codemasters has really, you know, proved that they can make a game. Granted, there's a couple, mistakes that they still need to fix, but definitely a big improvement from where we were last game.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think the most important thing to notice here in this lobby is, we are doing a social race. This is not for points, this is for fun, but the drivers in the league still need to take this seriously to where um, they don't mess around. They do the best they can. They show what they're capable of. And not only that, we got a first time sprint race with us too, which is obviously great to see. With that being said, I'm just making sure all the settings are correct, and then in about a minute or two we can get going. Just making sure everybody's in the lobby that needs to be as well. Um, let's see. Just making sure someone. Oh, come on, I can change that setting. That's weird. Okay. That one's not forced on. I don't know. I'm just looking. I think we're good though. Let me just check. Simulation settings. And I think we should be good to go. Yeah. Let me just check just to make sure. Yes, we are. Just make sure to put the announcements. Anyways, Rasher. Thoughts on France as a whole as a track though? Because that is where we're at today.
I really haven't touched it this game. So I couldn't tell you how it is this game, but what I can say is I really like France as a track. Um, I hope that they didn't mess the track up compared to last game. Yeah, but I haven't really touched this game yet, but I plan to soon.
Yeah, most definitely. We're getting ready to just now. Um, and I think it's fair to say we got a lot of new drivers on this grid and a couple returning faces for sure compared to what we saw last season, Thrasher.
I'm sorry, you cut out. Can you repeat?
Oh, I said what's it called? We have a couple returning faces and we have new drivers on the grid this season and new drivers trying to get a seat for season 3.
Yeah, we do, and I really like how this league has improved the past two seasons. Going into season three, we continue to get numbers, and just as a league, we continue to get better, and we're only going to get better from here. So I really like how this league's on. I like how we're continuing to get drivers in, whether they're new drivers, whether they're former drivers, or whether they're drivers you run in with in other leagues. You know, the more drivers you get in a league, the more fun the league is.
That's true, and you're also joining me in the commentary box for the first time as well. Glad
I
to have
am,
you
I am.
here.
Thank you. I am not trusting myself to race the season. Um,
I don't blame you.
I just, I
I don't
can't.
blame you.
Not this, maybe next season, but no, but for this season, I joined you in the
Yeah.
commentary box and couldn't, couldn't, couldn't wait. Can't wait for what the season is gonna bring.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we know this is a realistic league, and that's the way it's ran. So, obviously, as a social race, this is being ran a bit differently because everybody is in equal cars and um, they're put to test their skill. Whereas the realistic league, it's equal in a sense, but they're realistic cars where the fast if you're joining us for the first time, there's the fastest drivers and the slowest cars, and the slowest drivers and the fastest cars. So that's where we stand in that aspect, and that's important to know in this league. However, as we know, this is a social race which has equal performance level. And another thing to note, um, as well, is we'll be making probably a couple announcements during the stream regarding the season. So, chat, I see a couple of you in there. Tune into that. Tune into a couple of other things with it. Before we start any laps in qualifying, this is the first short qualifying we've had under URS. However, I don't know if we'll have this in the season or not, but we have the sprint race format to go with it. So it's good we see that for the first time, Thrasher. But before we get to our thoughts on that or an outlap, let's go through our drivers. Will Cromack in the Aston Martin, rookie of the season last season. Vapor JS, first time here for him. He was the champion over at GSR over in Tier 2. Comes over here making his first appearances. T Blossom, returning driver from last season, didn't make too many starts, but was a teammate of Will Cromack. Yet to score points, still in the 11th place finish. Breakout, returning driver. He is one of the drivers from Season 1. Did not race Season 2, however. Kostag in the Mercedes. Again, one of the more impressive drivers last season. Joined the league at the end of Season 1. Davis as well, champion of last season. Very important to note. AlphaTauri also took the Constructors' Championship too with it. Chungus as well, starting a lap. Champion last season. First-time podium sitter last season. Joined the league at the end of Season 1. Apologies about that. Joseph F1, a very famous commentator. Probably the best commentator on Xbox if I had to say anything about that. He is over at WR commentating there. Has raced a couple of leagues of mine. And he joins us for the first time, newcomer. JNT Gaming, a returning driver again, raced in Season 2. So did Polo God as well. Rice Cracker, Lannis, Gagi, all race. Gagi's last race was back at the Canadian Grand Prix last season. Then you have Sam Steed as well, runner-up in Season 1. Lando Norris scored many consecutive points finishes, which came to an end at Bahrain. Pluto, champion of Season 1, teammates with Lando Norris for today's race. ARL Aaron Ocon, and WR Axe, who made his first start last week. We're going to go on board with Chungus, who is... he's invalid. We're not going to go on board with Chungus. We're going to go on board with Vapor JS completing the end of Sector 1. We'll go on board with him. We're not going to talk too much about the lap, but what I do want to talk more about, Thrasher, is we're testing the sprint race format for the first time. This is an interesting format because this could be used during the season. Now, a lot of our drivers... maybe not a whole lot, but quite a few of our drivers race over at GSR, and they tested the sprint race format in Miami in their social race, and they're having one sprint event during the season. How likely do you think it will be, based off of any early predictions for our league, to have any sprint races during the season?
Well, I think it would make the league interesting. We already have, this huge game, this brand new game that we're going into. So not only do we know how is the league going to work under this new game for the new season, but how are the drivers going to, test to the tracks. Now, if we throw in like a sprint race, it would be really cool. Get the drivers, see how they can do with the sprint race format compared to just the regular quali race format. So I think it would spice the league up. I think it would make it more interesting, and I kind of hope we do a sprint race.
Yeah, definitely. And you can just already see by the drivers setting laps on the board how much the field is spread out compared to what the realistic league is usually like. Vapor GS just went invalid there. Let's go on board with another driver actually on a lap. Let's go on board with WRX here in the Williams. You know, he said that he was gonna maybe make an appearance toward the end of the game cycle, or, you know, do a little bit here. And you know what? Fair play to him. He's focusing on WR and respect that. Purple sucker one for him. Kostag, 100th off the pole time right now, which is J&T, and now it goes to Pluto, who, oh, axes around, and that's in the barrier and out. Oh, no, there he goes.
Well, what could say the fastest driver in the league suspended quality?
And the Mercedes driver over there of Kostag taking a look at the car and how he got the damage and how he retired there. But the top three really separated by 200ths right there. You know, I have to say, I'm really surprised there. I mean, that's a part of the issue a lot of drivers have had in this game. A bunch of traction issues, a bunch of issues with the rear of the car. And that's one of the turns that will catch you out, even the turn before that at a track like Paul Ricard. And you know what? I have to say, I was talking about with Axe, statistics manager over here, you know, going to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And, you know, working on leagues like BRL, helping out, doing what he loves. So obviously that's great to see, but it's not great to see him out of the session right there. Not even on a proper lap to get finished yet for him.
Yeah, I agree. You know, with Axe and how he's been working for, you know, BRL and honestly WOR, and, you know, being the statistics manager for URS. To see him out in quality after looking to have a strong performance from him, not what you want to see.
And Chungus is spun too. Off of traction, off of the chicane, and keeps it going in the straight direction, luckily. Race Cracker is invalid. Aaron Ocon's on a lap. Aaron Ocon, the end of Sector 3, the Williams teammate. Let's see if he can keep it going on traction and get to the finish line to complete a lap. The fastest time right now, 1:31.079. That's set by Pluto. 9 thousandths ahead of J&T, then another 100th ahead of Kostag. Aaron Ocon crosses the line. He will go up to 8th, while Breakout went up to 6th.
Yeah, very interesting. Last season's champion, Davis, is currently sitting P4, you know, only 2/10 off the top 3 drivers. So, I knew I've, you know, been praised with Davis. I know how he's been feeling like he's fast on this game. And he's proving it. I mean, a 10th in front of Vapor JS, BSR's Tier 2 champion. You know, in front of these fast, or not in front, but like slightly behind these fast guys like Pluto and Kostag and J&T. So, really looking forward to seeing what last season's champion can do this season.
Most definitely, and we'll be watching out for a lot of the other drivers in this session too. Obviously, keep in mind, if you do not know already, if I've not said that enough, it is equal machinery. So it's based off skill level, not based off the realistic cars. We might do 1 or 2 social events in the future based off realistic cars, but this is definitely good for the drivers, good for Pluto and everyone else to get a feel of where everyone's at and understand heading into the season, you know, that these drivers can keep it clean, these drivers know what they're doing, and the rest of the things to consider. So we have a couple of drivers going to start a lap here in a couple of moments. First, we're going to go on board with Chromat, because I think he's going to be the first one to start a lap. Now, you know, I mean, I've spoke to you about the sprint race format, and now I'm going to get my thoughts on it. It's a 9-lap sprint race, though, with this 50%. It shouldn't be something introduced in the season. Now, however, I don't like it in real life. I really don't. I don't think it should be a thing. I think it should be kept a thing in F2 or F3, but I don't think it should be kept as a thing toward what's it called? Toward F1. However, I do understand why it's there. I do understand the concept of it, and I think it's interesting to an extent. Now, however, should it be in any of our leagues? Maybe for once as a trial and see how we like it. You know, this social race is going to tell us a little bit, probably, but maybe not a whole lot. We'll find out. However, we look at the sprint race format, and you start to think there'll be 8 points in the line for the winner, and how important that is to win. Now, however, there's a lot of complications that go into something like this, because are you going to decide the pull point based off of short quali, like right now in this session? Or are you going to decide the pull point based off who wins the sprint race? Because you already have the pull point to give. So that's something that'll be definitely looked at when it comes to that extent, if that's the sprint race thing to do. Not only that, but are we going to do full qualifying with it? Or are we going to do short qualifying with it to save the time? You know, there's a lot of things that go into factor with it that I sort of wonder. And I wonder it for all the other leagues out there trying to do a sprint race format as well. There's a lot to go in with it, but I would definitely like to see it maybe for one race to trial it and see how it goes. I don't mind that, but as a thing to be maybe more than that, probably not. But we have Will Kromack, who's done pretty decent this lap, looking to improve. What's he going to do crossing the line? He will go ahead of Lando Norris and get himself in the top 10.
Yeah.
Somewhat improved.
It was... Yeah, it was.
While you're at it, I think you should get Aaron O'Connor and invite back to the session. He is lagged out, however.
Oh.
Someone else crossed the line too. I think that was Atlantis J20, went up to 6th place. Gonna go on board Blugagi. Polo God is gonna go fastest, 4 tenths ahead of the whole field. Unbelievable what he can do in that Alfa Romeo. You know, it's funny because in RPL, another league, you know, that runs realistic performance, he is the team owner over at the Ferrari camp, the Ferrari Driver Academy. He owns Pluto. He owns Sam Steed as well. So it's good to see him up there. Gagi crosses the line, 9 tenths off of the fastest time of Polo. But yeah, it's good to see Polo be up there with the people he owns and drives with as well. So over there. So that's very nice to see. Also, looking on board, let's see if we can go through anyone else's lap. Chungus, we'll depict this lap and go through Sector 2. Chungus heading through chicane. You want to use a bit of curbing. Go to the inside curb, and now the right side curb. Get a good traction out of here. Don't spin out like he did earlier. He does that really well. Now, accelerate as much as you can. Use that URS down to 50%. 50.1 in his lap. He's yet to set a lap. Now commit to that right side curb all the way to the inside. Do not get yourself invalid. Now to the outside curb and back to the inside curb. Get yourself the way you want to for this long right-hander. You can focus on entry or you can focus on exit. He is focused a lot on exit here because he's gaining a lot of speed. Now, down to the left-hander. Similar to that corner as well, but much more sharper. And you have the inside curb he commits to. Right side curb. Following the right side to get to the, back to the left side. What's he going to do to set a perfect lap? Clips that inside curb over it just well enough. Very easy on traction. Gotta get traction very well out of there. Does so. DRS deployed. Coming to the finish line. Now, what's he going to set? Chungus. Is he the GOAT? Yes, he is. He's at the top of the field now.
By 2.5 tenths.
Awesome job by him. He set the pace, and he has proved himself that maybe he might need a seat at the slowest team, whatever that may be this season. Maybe another chance at Williams, whatever that is.
It could be something we find out in the future.
But is Chungus based off of TT's fastest, or is he also going to be fast in the race as well? Right.
Just race pace merchant.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Joseph F1 is on a lap, improving as well. We get to the final minutes of the session and look at the drivers through these laps that they are trying to improve on. 4.5 minutes left remaining. You know, I look at a lot of the newcomers and I sort of think Vapor JS, Joseph. And you know what? I mean, we'll add a couple of returning faces in there, like Breakout, and we'll add Gagi too in there. I look at them and I look at a season of redemption and proving yourself. That's what you've got to do in this league to prove that you'll be getting a full-time seat, as Joseph goes up to 8th. Not far off his teammate. But, you know, for those drivers, something I look at again, yeah, it's deeming yourself. It's proving yourself. It's proving you are going to be someone to be a force to reckon with, because Riles Thrasher, this is the perfect example of this. Riles raced in Season 1 on his wheel. However, he did a switch to Season 2 back to his pad. And look at the difference he made in the championship fight. He was up to a chance at contention for this championship, whereas Season 1, he was nowhere. He didn't score a single podium finish. You see the difference that makes when you make a change, or you prove yourself, or you get into a position where you could finally win. I think that's what these drivers, new drivers, and returning faces have to prove here.
No, I definitely agree. Like as you said with Rollins, season one on wheel wasn't really. He was mid pack, and I mean last season he was. I mean going into the final race, he was leading the championship. So I mean there can be major improvements deciding if you want to go between wheeled or pad. But these guys, like you said, these guys and even the returning guys are gonna have to figure out what are they fastest on.
All right, Thrasher, go through J&T's lap and describe what you want to do here to get a good one.
All right, so let's go to J&T. Beautiful turn 1 and 2. Get a little bit on that curve. You don't want too much. Now
Not
that
so beautiful gearing, though, to be fair. Let's say that.
well, yeah,
Go
but
ahead. Sorry.
all right, shift down to fourth. Now down. Oh, he stays in fourth. Interesting. Up to fifth. Just easing it through the corners. Up to sixth. Now we're X spun. Beautifully done. Now down the long straight. URS activated. Going.
Are you still there? Hello? Did he lag out? I can't tell if Thrasher's still here. He cut out. I think his mic cut out. I'm gonna get Rice Cracker back in the session though while he does that. Yes, your mic did cut out, I see.
Yeah. Control it on.
Continue?
Alright, so now down to the long right-hander up to sixth gear. Easy on the exit. Now into the long left.
We lost you again, Thrasher. I think we lost you again. Well, J&T enters the final corner, comes off of it in fourth gear, up to fifth, the URS deployed, and he is going to finish this lap. I'm sorry you couldn't finish that one, but he does improve to the front row for right now. Not too bad from him. We're going to go on board with another driver who is on a lap, but we have a lot of drivers finishing or starting their final laps in this session. We're going board with Atlantis, but we have that's a Mercedes going to cross the line. That should be Kostag or Davis. One of the two will finish a lap or start a lap. Quickly going to switch. That is Kostag. He is starting a lap. Atlantis J20 though, oh, he's invalidated this one, so he's only going to be a best of 9th for now. We go to Pluto, who starts a lap. Behind that as well, we have an Alpine driver. Is that somebody going to improve? No, that's Blossom starting a lap. Red Bull up next. That is Sam Breakout. That should be Breakout starting a lap. No, that's Sam's. Apologies. Next up, a Ferrari. That is Lando going to start a lap. Then the Red Bull, then the Ferrari. Pluto through sector 1, a 10th up on his time, so he is looking to get himself more toward the front of the field. By the end of the session, we have a couple drivers continuing to cross the line. Joseph, his lap's complete. He's getting a tow. Pluto is here. This is from Kostag, I believe. Kostag, yes he is. He is giving him a, no, gave him a major tow right there. Unbelievable tow by Davis, sorry. Confusing him for Kostag. Pologa, crossed the line. He is only going to be 3rd at the best of. Now, behind that, Joseph, Gagi, and Aaron Ocon completed the checkered flag, but Pluto is 3/10 up on his time, heading at the end of Sector 2. Sam Steed out of this session right now. He can only be a best of 12. Breakout, his teammates out as well. So Red Bull, both cars right now, not going to finish this session off well. Vapor JS crosses the line. He's up to 5th place right there. Rice Cracker joins back the session. As he joins back the session, Will Chromac is completing a lap right now. Where does he go? He's completed the checker flag, cannot improve. J&T now completing a lap, cannot improve as well. Next up, the Berstag, he's going fast, he's up to 4th. Pluto, he's the only one who could say something about a Chungus pole in this ultra race. He is only on the 2nd row, but he's ahead of Polo.
And we have Two Blossom. We can't forget about Two Blossom. Okay, I don't think we improved this position. Alright. Well, that was a very interesting quality. Beautiful job there from Chungus to hold on the pole by 1.5 tenths over J&T. So Chungus looks to be, off of race pace, I guess. Looks, well, I guess I should say quality pace, but
Yeah. Well, regardless of equal machinery or realistic machinery, I think the thing we show here at the front of the field, it still can be close in this league. Chungus at the top. Next up, it's J&T. Then you have Pluto, Polo, Kostag running at the top 5. How about Vapor JS, though? You know, 6th place for him. Then it's another Mercedes, another McLaren. Then Atlantis and Gagi round out the top 10. Outside the top 10, some names to note, such as Sam, Lando. I'm going to include Axe in that as well, because Axe didn't get to complete a single lap, DNF'd out of that, and he's going to come from the back of the field right here in the sprint race. That's why I think the sprint race is also a good thing, too, for some of these people, because if you end up qualifying bad, you can recover that starting position in the sprint race and then start really well for the actual race itself.
No, yeah, I definitely agree. Axe did not have the greatest quality. He spun out and retired. But Axe is a driver who doesn't, no matter where he starts, can go and fight for the win.
Yeah, easily.
Oh,
Rice Cracker
Cracker.
having a bit of trouble in this session, so you're gonna have to get him back into the session. Don't invite to party. Don't make that mistake that I usually make sometimes. Anyway, we're gonna be going over a couple of things announced through this season, or announced for the season. So, obviously, I think there's 22 tracks in this game as of right now, with tracks later being added in throughout the game cycle. Hopefully, they're DLCs that are free. I would assume they are, like Portugal and Saudi and Imola were last season. However, since there are 22 tracks, we have decided a 15 race schedule. A little bit more than usual, but we're making it fair. However, in that 15 race schedule, we've already ruled out one track immediately that could have been in contention for a schedule, but is not going to be on there, and that's Monaco. That's pretty obvious. It's not been in a single season for URS at all, and it won't be in this one for sure. So we're going to announce that now. We're going to let you know. Everybody else here in this field is on the medium tires. So, pretty fair ground, pretty even ground between the drivers, and not really much else strategy-wise we can say.
So there is a problem.
What were you going to say? What?
It is not letting
get him
you
back?
invite Rice Cracker back.
Okay, I will get him back in through the party. Anyways, Thrasher, you mentioned as well Race Cracker not coming back, and I hope that's not an issue for the season. That really better not be. I gave him an invite right there. It should let him come back. Alright, awesome. Well, yeah, as I mentioned, no Monaco on the season, so that's for sure. We have decided that. However, I can tell you, although the TT tracks are not out yet, the admins and the next season planners, I believe, have decided the 2 TT tracks. However, we're not going to say that just yet because of the fact that we want to prepare people for a surprise, for one. And for two, not only is that the case, but we want to make sure that this update coming with traction as well is out in time to where it doesn't mess up our whole TT ordering either. And the same thing with car placements too. We want to make sure that the patch update that's supposed to come out soon enough, hasn't come out yet, is also something that we can see not affect the lineup either. So next week, maybe next 2 weeks, expect the time trials to get released. A schedule coming along the way as well. We'll announce a bit more throughout the coming moments of this race and sprint race and the session and everything else during the stream. For now, Thrasher, though, we get to watch something we've never seen before in this league, and that's people line up to their grid and be in control of their car. How many people here are going to miss the grid slot? I don't know, but this is going to get interesting here.
Well, I can already tell you Chungus is a little bit too far to the right.
Oh, well, Atlantis missed his. Blossom missed his. And let's see if anybody else does. Davis missed his. That's 3. Did we get a 4th one? We might with Aaron. Did he make it? Yes, he did. Okay, we only had 3. That's not too bad. 4. Right there. And we're just waiting now on the lights to go out for this session. Here we go. 5 red lights. For the first time for a URS sprint, it's lights out and away we go. Chungus starts to the right to protect J&T right there. We have crashes. That's Rice Cracker out already. No, he's not out, actually. The wheel I thought had come off. But Chungus leads turn 1 ahead of Pluto. Then Polo got J&T's fell back a couple spots. We have crashing at the back. That's WRX out once again with Lando with damage. And then Kostag at the back of the pack as well. We've got a VSC or a safety car.
Well,
One of
We
the
were
two.
talking about how we wanted to see Axe improve, and well, he didn't improve. That's thank you for Axe there. But yeah, Rice Cracker also. I guess he might look like he didn't have the greatest traction off the line. Looks like he just spun it.
AI had control of his car, he's saying, though. And that's very weird that his AI darted him to the left, and it looked like his wheel came completely off, but it didn't. He just has a missing front wing with it. Although the safety car's not out, I said it could be a VSC or a safety car. I hope that gets updated, because it should tell us whether it's a VSC or a safety car. However, this is a virtual safety car, and we should get back to racing in upcoming moments. Chungus, however, kept the lead. Green flag back out, ahead of Pluto, ahead of Polo, then JNT. JNT, he lost 2 positions off the start, while Vapor gained 1, Gagi up 4, Atlantis up 2, and up 4 for Chromac as well. While Kostag involved in that lap 1 accident as well. He's gonna have to repair some sort of damage, and I think a couple of the drivers in the back of the pack will have to as well.
Yeah, not the greatest start for a couple of these guys. Like you said, obviously Axe winning. Oh, Blossom's already got a 5-second. Chung, that's fast. Is my lobby glitch?
Yeah, retired Grace Cracker. No, I saw Chungus go fastest as well, and Blossom get a 5-second. But I'm quite curious on how it disqualified Grace Cracker's car. Alright then. That's that's such a weird game glitch. I'm really shocked about that. It just
Not only that,
disqualified his car.
the fastest lap notification popped up like 10 seconds late.
Breakout has spun out, by the way, out of turn 5 into 6 there. So he's gotten himself into some trouble. Polo God right behind Pluto here. And we are going to see maybe a DRS train to form here. But, however, a thing I've noted on this game, and it didn't surprise me as well, is the fact that DRS not as powerful. But what is powerful is Polo going to the outside of Pluto, going wheel to wheel here at the beginning part of Sector 3, and the long right-hander where Pluto stays ahead, and Polo God is still going to challenge and live for another day around the outside. Can't keep that one, but he's going to switch back. Look at this amazing racing between the two, and the quarter is going to keep Pluto in front. I was going to say quarter to quarter racing, but it wasn't so quarter to quarter there. It was just not much, and we have yellow flag. That is Sam Steed around and keeps it going in a straight direction. But yeah, DRS though is not too powerful in this game, and Vapor JS takes the fastest lap as well.
Yeah, this nice DRS train here, second on back to 9th. I think now 8th or 7th. He's just losing the DRS outside of Atlantis, but no, nice train here. And Chungus is just pulled away. Oh, there's a yellow flag. I think that's breakout.
Breakout spun again. He said before this race he was having trouble on the traction. DRS deployed. Now here comes Polo God in the slipstream of Pluto. Death darts to the left side, and he's going to pull alongside. So is Vapor JS behind that. He's going to go by JNT. They're both clear, and they're both ahead of the rivals they were racing. Behind that, Joseph F1 on Davis cannot get the move done just yet, and holds position right there.
Something just happened. I don't know what happened. I was on board with Joseph, and Davis just had a huge snake on the exit of the chicane. I don't know if he lost shot, but it was a huge slide.
Lando also keeping ahead of Sam Steed. They went side by side for a moment there. Are they going to try to go side by side again here? Is it going to work this time? Can Sam go down the inside? No, just not yet.
No, but one mistake from Lando, and Sam is right there.
And
Sam
back to the front of the
over.
And back to the front of the field. Sorry to cut in. I apologize. We have DRS again. Vapor JS, JNT. Chungus, fastest lap. Now to Polo. Anybody else going to take it? No, not yet. Polo God keeping that fastest lap, and they're trying to get themselves back into the DRS of Chungus. Now, I mentioned how DRS in this game, yeah, not so powerful. Yeah, that's been shown. But one thing that is notable with the DRS and with this whole thing as well is the elimination of the regular DRS trains. It's more likely to pass within those trains, whether you're second in the train, fourth in the train, whatever it may be. You're more likely to shape up an overtake then before you couldn't
Oh,
really do so. We have
JNT
trouble.
spawn.
He is off out of the left-hander of turn 6-7 area there, and I think he might have damage. Nope, he's just staying to the left side, getting out of the way. We have Davis in the back of Joseph as well. And he's shaping up a move. He's got overtake engaged, and he's going to dart to the right side. Is he going to make this move stick? And, oh, a little bit of contact for just a moment, I think. Just slight contact, but Davis stays ahead and goes ahead.
And, yeah, not much after the spin from JNT. Now a break and a train. And Pluto continues to keep inside that 1 second of Polo, while Polo tries to get within the 1 second of Chungus.
And I'm just looking at the replay of the accident with WRX now from main chat. There was a spin right in front of him, and oh, Sam had checked up, and Axe just had nowhere to go, and Axe's race ended completely and abruptly before the first turn. Not good for him. I do feel bad because he started at the back of the field, and it was looking like he could gain positions into the race from this sprint race, and he was not able to because of that. So unfortunate that he's out already, but we have half of the racing done in the sprint, half of the racing to go, and Lando also completes a move on Aaron, and Aaron's going to fight this back actually and goes through but runs off the track and has to concede the place to Lando, while I believe Lando has some sort of damage right here. Yes, he does. And he's going to have Sam in the wings following as well, and trying to hold off Sam with this damage. And Sam has got the DRS deployed, and he's going to move to the left side, making a move now. And is he going to go ahead of Lando, or is he going to be side-by-side? No, he's going to be side-by-side. Lando holding on for now with the damage. Now here comes Sam to the right side. He's going to make this work. Ahead of that, Davis is going to go side-by-side with Gagi into the long right-hander. They're going to keep this wheel-to-wheel. Gagi, I know he's known for a lot of penalty points for his wheel-to-wheel action, but he kept this one clean, and he kept it ahead.
I hope we can continue to see that from Gagi's obviously last season and the end of season 1. You know, we know how he was getting into mistakes, and it was costing him penalties, and, you know, the race ban at one point. Hopefully we can see Gagi, you know, continue to keep it clean, because that's what we like here in league racing. The clean driver Davis around Gagi now. But another thing I wanted to mention with this game.
Oh, with contact! Speaking of that, Gagi has turned him around from just a small tap, and that is Joseph, who's going to go by as well. Oh, man, that's really bummer. Anyway, continue.
No, what I was saying was, with this game, one thing that I really want to see improvements on is the DRS and overtake button. It really looks like it doesn't mean much this game, from what I've seen.
Will we see anything mean much between Coast Lake and JNT for 8th place?
JNT around the outside and made the move. Good move.
Coast Lake. Is he going to make a move to the left side, or is he going to dart back to the right?
Oh. He's going to go for the switch back now. Is he going to back out? He's going to keep it in. Keeps it in. JNT clears.
And yeah, he's taking that position. While that was happening, I meant to say about a lap ago, Vapor.js took a track limit penalty. So did T Blossom. T Blossom is now on his second track limit penalty. He also had a 5-second free speeding in the pit lane as well. He is on the soft tires, however, after pitting on the opening lap of this race. And I'm going to assume that damage Lando had was probably from the accident at turn 1 and 2. At the back of the field. You know, that happens a lot in league racing, where you get to the back of the field and you just mess up with the people around you and their braking point, and it just causes some sort of accident. Blossom has got another 3-second penalty for track limits. We saw a lot of that in the real life race today at Austria. In fact, you know, track limit warnings and penalties being handed out to drivers, and you know, that it's not the first time we've seen that in this game either, too, because Blossom picked up a lot of that last season. Aaron Ocon was known for picking that up, and Aaron Ocon was lucky enough to get himself a race in Bahrain where he didn't pick up a single track limit warning. So kudos to him on that from last season. Also kudos Pluto and Polo keeping within each other's DRS. Vapor JS has now got another track limit penalty. Right now, that would set him 5th completely, almost 6th in the starting order for the race in about 10-15 minutes, if that. Behind that, we also have Kostag and JNT keeping a consistent gap to one another and trying to catch Gagi and Joseph. Now, I spoke about Gagi's clean racing. You know, we've done a lot of open lobbies and we've done a lot of racing together with Gagi. You know, I have seen signs of improvement, but there is still a little bit of what's the word I want to use? I want to say a little bit of leeway shown right there. And you've left the session. I'm gonna have to get you back in. I don't know what's happened with you, Thrasher. That's very odd. That's very weird. EA servers trying to create cross-platform halfway into the game and can't create a lobby that's stable, or a game that's stable on connection, so it's a bummer. But Davis goes by Will Chromac as well. That's for 10th place. And I think Will might have some damage because he's starting to struggle. If he doesn't have damage, he's rather having a lot of understeer or not. And Blossom picks up another track limit penalty. That's not surprising, but Pluto closing the gap to Polo in these final laps. Can he get close to making a move here? No, not yet. He's got to find something off the chicane in order to do so. Polo's got the traction. Polo stayed ahead, but Pluto engaging his URS button. Polo's going to have to defend this one for now. Is Pluto going to go to the left side? Is he going to go to the outside this time? He's going to try to dart there, but can't keep it all the way around the outside, meaning Polo keeps the position while Pluto has to concede that one for right now. Oh, but he's still close to the back of him. Can't make a move just yet. And Polo God is going to stay ahead. Have you got him back in the session, Thrasher? Okay. Oh. Lovely. Well, that's happened. We're going to reach the final lap. Chungus leading this one on to lap 9. Also behind that as well, JNT has got himself actually out of DRS of Joseph upstairs. They spoke about that. Back in it. Doesn't have DRS this time, but he's in the train in the 1 second margin of Joseph for 6th place. This is a battle for sprint race points or not. Also, this is important too because if anything happens to Vapor JS in these final laps and gets another track limit penalty, these guys could see a chance to pass him in the running order. With that being said, Gagi makes up the last points paying position as we stand right now. And we've made it all the way in the medium tires. Will Chromac getting a track limit penalty there as well. Pluto following Polo in the wings again. Cannot make a move just yet. Here's JNT now. DRS again. He's actually closed the gap really well. Gone to the outside this time. And he's going to make the move complete as well. That's for 6th place. Now Joseph's going to be challenged by Gagi and Kostag, waiting in the wings for some sort of move to be made here. But Joseph, with overtake button engaged, challenging this one back. Blossom picks up another penalty as well. And still waiting in the wings, Joseph is to maybe make a move. Blue Gagi and Kostag maybe waiting for a collision to happen. Not going to happen just yet. But Pluto, Polo made a good challenge at trying to catch Chungus. Couldn't do so, but Chungus comes off the fallen corner, rounds this one, and he is going to win the sprint race here, France. Behind that, Gagi and Kostag battle for the final points paying position. They're going to go wheel to wheel into this final corner. Does Kostag get ahead? Gagi makes contact with him and goes side by side to the finish line. It's going to be a photo finish, but Kostag gets ahead. Gagi gets into his rear tire with Kostag getting the spot for 8th, the final points paying position. JNT also right behind Vapor by 42 thousandths based off that penalty. Unbelievable racing in the sprint. Go ahead. Sorry, I apologize. I think I cut you off. Yeah. And I'm sure people could tell, a bit rusty on the commentary. You know, it's only a social race, so we'll get back to it once I'm used to the groove and everything else. Though it's been about 2 weeks, but that's okay. I mean, once you take a week off, you kind of understand how that goes. And you know, I believe this next season in GSR, Thrasher will be up in the comms box, so at least we'll get some experience there together. You see the sprint race results and the sprint race points to go with it. These are your results. Chungus took the sprint race, and Polo God, Pluto, Atlantis, Vapor, JNT, Joseph, and Kostag make up the points paying positions. Gagi missed out on it on that last lap. They were both waiting in the wings to maybe make a move, but Kostag made the last move, which got him a points position, and Davis rounding out the top 10 as well. And yeah, that's your results. Good to see people in the chat who I haven't seen in a while. It's awesome, great to see. Make sure you guys interact and make sure you guys go follow if you've not done that already. It's good to see the amount of people interacting. Maybe we can get some more before the season and everything else surrounding that. But only the social race here, you know. So I'm not too worried about being perfect or anything yet. I'm just worried about seeing what people can do and whatnot. So obviously that's great to see. But we're getting now to the regular race itself for the league. I thought that sprint race was quite interesting to say the least. I mean, not a whole lot of action, but maybe with these realistic cars, it can be tightened up, of course, with the faster drivers being in the slower cars and the slower drivers being in the faster cars if you join us for the first time. What? Again? Oh, dear. Well, I would just say just make sure you retire in the pit lane, Thrasher. That's weird. Maybe you press ready when you join the lobby and not spectate then? I don't know. I mean, that's weird. Well, another one by Codemasters and EA. That's... You guys can't hear Thrasher? You guys, Thrasher, talk for a minute. Just want to make sure you guys can hear Thrasher here. Hello? Let's see. Let me just make sure through the stream. I would, if I were you, I would include your audio. Sorry, uninclude your audio, then include it again. See if that works. But little social race here, of course. Getting ourselves up for a 27-lap race. Obviously, you know, I would say just retire in the pit lane whenever you.
Yeah. I just unincluded it and then re-included.
And then include it. So. Okay, let's see if I can hear. Turn the stream up. Let's see. Just make sure. Alright, we're good then. I think we're good. Apologies for that. So... Sprint race. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't probably the best of races to see. It was interesting in that midfield for sure, but I think it'll be tightened up with the closer racing we have during the season. Let's check the tires people start on, because now, as you may know, or may not know, you may start on whatever tire you choose to, because the Q2 tire rule is no longer in effect. So if you maybe do Q2 on the soft tires, you don't have to start on the soft tires. And, you know, this is a league where if you're just joining us for the first time, I know a couple people are, we do full qualifying. We also have the fastest drivers in the slowest cars and the slowest drivers in the fastest cars, because it's a realistic league and it's a bit different than what we normally have. Drivers lining up to the grid. We had 4 drivers miss it last time. Let's see how many racing miss it this time. Chungus on pole, then Polo, then Pluto, the top 3. But with that said, Chungus missed it. Oh, okay. But what we have is everybody on the medium tire except for Polo on the hards. And Chungus misses it. Joseph misses it. Blossom missed it. And I think one more to Kostag missed it. So we had 4 drivers who were racing miss it then. Yep. Alright, let's get this all going. Let's get this underway. We had a sprint race, and now we're gonna have a race if we can get this going. Hopefully the lobby does
It
fix
says,
itself
I
if
think
it doesn't.
Sam. It says waiting on Sam.
Waiting on Sam. Alright, well hopefully that fixes itself. Hopefully there's no host problems either. We know when it shows Sam to ready up. It's so weird to put you in a car.
Migrating.
It's so weird. Oh, here we go. Same C left, joining back now. There we go. 5 red lights upon us. We're away. Elena's got a good start. Chungus got a horrible start. Joseph already to the lead. Unbelievable. Just like an F2 start, they have split out the whole field. Joseph leads with a McLaren 1-2. Pluto goes wide. I think Pluto's got damage or at least some sort of trouble. And there goes Vapor around. Vapor fell to the back of the field, but it's Joseph with the lead. Now side by side for third, Chungus. And they continue to battle with Atlantis diving back down the inside and Chungus around the outside now, trying to hold this for third place. Chungus keeps the position, and Joseph unbelievably in the lead right there. And now Gagi in the slipstream with Atlantis for 4th place. Here he goes, darting to the right side. At the back of the field, we have some moves being made. And now Gagi gets ahead for 4th place. Unbelievable start. What a weird start to this race we had. I'm going to get Sam back in the session because it's weird how it lagged him out like that. It shouldn't do that to the host, but that's, I think that we might have had a light glitch. With that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if we did. Atlantis also traded positions right there with Kostek for the moment. Polo God, remember, he's on hards as well, so he's going to be going a long way in this race. A different strategy for him. Pluto down the inside of Kostek. They're going to go side by side now. The ending part of Sector 3. Pluto darting just ahead for a moment, but he's going to keep the position now and get ahead. We have Yellow Flags to the back. That's Vapor JS out of the race. That might bring out a safety car, depending on where he's at. It does not. They're at the back of the field from racing. JMT, Axe, Breakout, all trying to gain on positions that they lost out on in the sprint race. We have contact. Blossom is out, or is forced Rice Cracker out of this race, and that is a safety car, I believe.
It's a virtual.
It's a virtual. So Blossom forced Rice Cracker out of the race and into the wall. He's got no front wing, Blossom does.
And be the driver.
That's such a dumb English. That's 3 drivers now out of this race. 2 for racing, so whatever. Well, that's Rice Cracker forced into the wall by Blossom there with a bit of contact. Bringing out a VSC. And I start to wonder if Polo is going to focus on closing this gap to Joseph after the amazing start he got. How many places did he gain from that? He gained 6. Unbelievable. Gagi gained 5. Pluto lost 3. Chungus lost 2. You know, like, they've really lost out on this. Polo God has got a drive-through for speeding under the VSC. And yeah, the game got really screwed right there. I'm paying attention to the Discord now because a couple people are requesting a restart here in this social race.
And Polo God just drove in and retired himself.
I'm assuming we're going to try to get a restart here. Or at least at some point. I don't know what happened to Polo. And yeah.
Polo he went full speed into the pit and just retired.
He has said the trigger's way down and no revs whatsoever. That's the same that happened to Rice. Yep, we have a lobby glitch and we are going to restart. Because that is really unfortunate. We can't have that lobby glitch the way it was. I don't know if anybody has the order of the sprint, but I will do my best to get everybody in order. But we are going to restart the social race.
I think we could get it back. I'll just go back on stream and get it. But
there's such a lobby glitch. I hate how just EA servers are just so bad. I don't understand. Okay. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna ask if Sam or I should set up the lobby. Should I set up the lobby or Sam? Adam Fav left the server. That's very random. All right. Well, let me get the lobby set up then. I'm gonna set up the lobby. Apologies for the restart here.
Wait, who left the server?
Adam Fav. It was just random. I don't know. Just
Um,
saw that in Discord, but yeah.
so David said there wasn't a glitch.
However, it lagged out Sam, and there was a tons of stuff from the lobby being glitched. Like we already had, like if you look at Joseph's start, like there was a late glitch already as it was, and there was tons of problems with Rice Cracker. There was tons of problems with others. So it's like, yeah, it made the lobby just, yeah. But it's just best to start with, I guess, a brand new lobby when it's not going to be broken because you had a lobby right there that was just all sorts of messed up. I'm gonna invite you to the lobby, Thrasher, and if you can sort invites here, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh god, Thrasher, where's your name? There it is. I hate how it does this. With the invites, it's messed it up now, and I
Yeah,
don't
I
like
know.
that.
Yeah, now people are complaining about the restart.
Well, here's the thing with the restart, though, and here's the issue around it. When the host lags out of the lobby, there's already a bunch of issues as it is. And I said to restart because if there was some sort of safety car, if there was some sort of um, race to go on, there would be a bunch of issues with the lobby, and I don't think we'd want that. And I know a bunch of people were requesting a restart as it was, and the lobby was just messed up as soon as Sam left the lobby. So, yeah. I answered that on stream to put that. I'm trying to figure out the lobby, however.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get invites with the way they have this stuff is all jacked up.
I know. That's stupid. But to be fair, I mean the lobby was broke as it is though, and it's only gonna. And you know how that happened last season at France. The reason I restarted as well is I don't want to have a repeat of what happened last season either, because um that's just gonna mess it up even more. And I don't think we want that. I don't think anybody wants that.
I gotta, let's see. Okay, you've got, who's some of these invites? Um, Blossom, Vapor, Costag's in, Goggy needs one. Invited Axe. Let's see, J&T, Will's in, Milo's in, Polo is not, Paula. Aaron's in, Rice Cracker is not. And then Chungus is not. There's Chungus.
Okay, I have to sort out the grid. So, 6 start time, rolls and flags. Collisions on, yep. I need to set up the grid. Okay. Settings. Grid.
I sent you an invite, Goggy. Don't know why.
Okay, Chungus. And it was Pluto or Polo. Polo, Pluto. I'm trying to think of who it was now. For a second.
It was. Shoot. No, I think it was Polo.
Okay, good. I'm gonna need help with the rest of the order. Atlantis P4. Who was P5? Wasn't that Vapor? That was Vapor. He's not in this lobby. So P6. That was Joseph. P6 was J and T, I think. Then it was Kostag. Then it was Gagi. I don't even know if Gagi's in this lobby. Then after Gagi and P9 was Davis. Gagi and Vapor aren't here, so trying to think of the rest of the starting order. Now, I mean, I know people are confused by the restart. I'm going to explain that in a different message in a moment, but yeah. Gotta go back. Hold on. Ninth was Davis. Who's behind Davis now?
Shoot. Well,
Well, it was. Okay. Then who?
I don't remember after that.
Gagi's wanting an invite to the session. I need to confirm
I've
changes first.
invited him like 3 times.
Okay, I'm gonna invite him then. I don't even have the grid. I was 11th in front of Sammy says. Okay. I will get that.
Who said he was in 11th in front of Sam?
Will Cromack.
Yeah, he was behind Davis, so I guess
So yeah, he was in front of Sam then. Okay, yeah, okay. Makes sense.
the Sam was wrong. Breaking news, Charles Leclerc has been summoned to the stewards for an alleged breach of Part from A regulations.
Oh boy. Okay, so Davis, Cromack, Sam. Then it was Lando breakout. No, Aaron. Lando, Aaron, breakout, Rice, Axe. I believe that's the right order. I hope it is.
Hold on, 3 I think sent to the stewards.
Alright, I'm checking here this grid just to make sure. Alright, so Sam, Lando, Aaron, breakout, Rice. Was it Lando had of Aaron? It was Lando had of Aaron? I think that's good. I think it is. Alright, we should be good, I think. Just make sure. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, let's get this going and back on the road, Thrasher. Alright, Thrasher, so we're back in this race after the restart. What are you expecting here, by the way?
Chaos. That's the number one thing. Yeah. I mean, off of what we saw, the restart before, or on the start before the restart, I think we're going to see again, and maybe a little bit more chaotic stuff in the back happening.
Now, what about race itself overall, though?
Oh, I think
and
like I think
just the
the
whole
racing
thing surrounding it. Racing, yeah.
the racing in general I think we're gonna have a lot of more exciting racing than the sprint because the sprint was what 9 laps. We're gonna have 27 laps here. I think it's all I'm gonna say is ladies and gentlemen that are watching the stream, sit back, grab some popcorn, because you're gonna watch one amazing race. That's all. That's how I'm gonna sum it up.
All right, and people get to pick different tires as well and whatnot, so we get to see what they like to go on. Everybody else on the same tires, actually, except for Polo, on the hards. So, Usher, quickly go through the order here and describe what you expect from them. The 16 drivers.
Alright, so Chunyas on pole. Well, yeah, on pole, won the sprint. Amazing job so far today. I can expect him to continue it up. Polo, Pluto, P2 and 3. These two I expect to be up there with Chungus. Battling. See, Atlantis 4th, Joseph 5th, JNT 6th, Kosang 7th, Boggy 8th, Davis 9th. I expect all to be in like their own little train, battling. Will Cromack, I expect him just to run his race. Maybe be in the top 10 by the end of it. Sam, Lando, two drivers who know how to run a race at France. Two drivers who had a lot of experience in the league. Those are always two fun drivers to watch out for. Aaron Ocon, a mid-pack driver, likes to run in the mid-pack, doesn't really run in the back, doesn't really run up front either. But more or less the same. And then we have Breakout, Rice Cracker. I expect them to be working their way up to the front, and Axe, starting 16th. Wrecked out in the sprint. Well, wrecked out quality, and then had an unlucky thing happen to him in the sprint. Could possibly not retire from this race.
Most definitely, and we're getting ready for drivers to line up on the grid. How many miss it this time, Thrasher?
I'm gonna go with 3.
Okay, I agree. Oh, Pluto missed it.
Pluto, Atlantis. Oh, never mind, I was already wrong. 4.
Ah, 4. Oh, man. Here we go. Trial number 2. Just waiting on the grid. And waiting on this to go. Hopefully it's not needing a restart. I don't think we will. I hope not. It'd be really bad. Just waiting for somebody, maybe? What a game. Game just can't function. Yep. Not surprising.
And apparently the lobby is
my
broken.
lord. Again. Again.
It's Aaron this time.
I think it's Aaron, they say. Yep, it's Aaron. So if he leaves and rejoins, we'll see if we can get this going. Showing green flags, of course, so we will be able to get this going once it's him. To make him not lag. Nice one. Well, I'm glad this isn't a social race instead of an actual race. This is the good part at least, but still. I'm gonna try to see if Aaron can leave. If you can leave and rejoin, we can get this going. Oh, come on. It's his car that's ghosted. It's just his car that's
Lewis
ghosted as well.
Hamilton has been fined $10,000.
He's left and rejoined, and it's not gonna do anything. I don't know.
Yep, so the lobby's broke again.
Lovely. Let's try this again.
I eventually have stuff to do. Oh, no, they're fine.
Oh my lord. Oh my god.
And everyone's retiring now.
Yeah, because the lobby. Oh my god. I'm gonna restart with no information lab. This is so annoying. This is actually so annoying. Why? So stupid. So stupid. It doesn't even like care for the host like this. It doesn't matter who it is. It's a host issue. Yeah. Oh my god. What a
At this point, I'm just thinking it's the game.
It is, and there's not much you can do about it, but besides having the host leave, I'm trying to see if we want someone else to leave. Who do we want to host then? Because if I have to leave, I mean, that's obviously still going to mess up the lobby, but you're still going to have to get some sort of racing in, right? I mean, I hate this game. I really do.
Breakout has another league at 2:15, so.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to have to at least avoid the formation lap. We're going to at least have to do that. We're going to host, and we're going to avoid the formation lap then. So that's the only hope we have, you know, and this is our last chance at a restart, so, you know, I mean...
Who's hosting?
I'll host, but this is the last chance we have. Oh god, I hate this game. I really do. I'm gonna invite you so you can invite the rest of the people. That would be easiest. Now, here's a big problem with this game too. When you go to the invite section, it messes it up already. Like, it messes I hate it. This game is really good. It's just the glitches. The glitches just are the... Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't understand this, dude. Gonna avoid the formation lap now. It's not even like our faults too much either. I mean, you can blame the first restart on maybe, you know, it being a bit trigger happy. But, I mean, I don't know, man. I also wanted to avoid the whole thing last season at France, and you might remember that too, Thrasher, where as soon as the host had left, it messed with the lobby, and there was just a bunch of glitches after that. Everything else had just, I would say, been messed up, and I don't really want that to happen again, which is why I said, okay, we should restart. But it just messed everything up ever since, so, yeah. It's not what we want, do we? Custom grid. Gonna turn the formation lap off. Off. Safety car reduced. Oh my lord. What can you do? What can you do? Okay, rules and flags. Let's make sure this is on 50%. Now that's not the right one. Wow, I'm so struggling right now. Apologies to everybody who's watching and has watched through the mess, but it's really annoying. It really does. It's a host problem, and I hate that. It doesn't make sense why it is. It There's nothing I really can do besides restart a course. I mean, the first one we probably maybe shouldn't have, but whatever. Like I don't know. It's so frustrating because we haven't had an issue with the league restarting lobby at all, except for one race throughout the 19 races we've done so far. So that's what's annoying about it as well. We've not had a single issue up till now. I've got to set up the grid now. That's actually really annoying, and I apologize again. I really do.
I sent everyone the invite, so.
Chungus on pole. Let's see. Polo Pluto. Let me be quick with this. Can you make sure all the settings are right for me, Thrasher?
Yeah. Let's see.
Joseph. Then it was, I want to say, was it? No. J and T then. Okay. Keep it nice in the chat.
Hmm?
Not you. Not you, don't worry. Oh my god. I hate this game so much.
Yeah, everything looks good to me.
Okay, I just gotta fix the grid order. So tell them to unready. I need them to unready. Where is... Sure, X. Okay, X at the back. Then it was... Rice Cracker. Okay, Atlantis... Joseph, J&T, Kostagagi. Just make sure.
You turn formation lap off, right?
Correct. I agree. F the formation lap. We don't really care about the formation lap right now. I'm making sure I have the right starting grid compared to last time.
Communist just asked for a space.
Yeah, sure, I guess. I don't know. Let me get the grid. Let me get the grid from the Xbox Epic. I have it on there. I'm making sure it's the right grid. I'm trying to memorize it at the same time. Yeah, Communist can join. That's fine. He's gonna be at the back of the grid, though. The very back of the grid. Alright, view and share. Let's see. I want the grid. Give me the grid. Why is this so slow? Alright, Kostag, then Davis. Kostagagi, then Davis. Chromax Sam. Lando, Aaron.
I have to use one of my favorite emotes.
Breakout, then Blossom, then Rice Cracker, then Axe. I believe that should be right. Yes, that's right. Did Communist join in? 'Cause if he did, I'm gonna have to get him on the grid. Hold on. If you get him in here, I can get him on the grid.
Yeah, I invited him.
Okay, I'll get him one away, and then I think we got the grid. I just need to make sure it is right after that. Communist. There he is. Yep. Get him in here. Yeah, and I apologize for the inconvenience for those watching. Obviously, I decided beforehand, yeah, the social race is not going to be uploaded to YouTube. Hell no. But we keep it as it is, and yeah, go from there. Reconstruct your grid editor. Let me make sure this is right. Chungus, Polo, Pluto, Atlantis, Joseph, J&T, Kostag, Gagi, Davis, Will, Sam, Lando, Aaron, Breakout, Blossom, Rice, Axe, and Communist. Yep, we can go. All right.
Jesus
Bot's gonna mute
Christ.
them. The bot's gonna mute them. I hope they know that. If they like,
Yeah.
the bot mutes you for spam. So, all right. Let's ready up. I think I have formation lap off. I just want to make sure quickly. Is it off? Yes, it's off. All right, we're good. We're fine.
Bro, how have they not been muted yet?
The bot only got Axe.
Bro.
The bot got Axe. And only Axe. My God. The bot hates. Okay, I'm not even gonna like. Okay, if the lobby glitches this time, I'm going to quit out. I'm gonna quit to the main menu at that point and then come back in. We're not gonna restart at that point. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. The bot mute anybody else? Oh, no, just Axe. Of course it did. The bot hates Axe. Jesus. Is the lobby glitched or what? I can't tell what's going on.
I don't know, I'm too busy looking at the chat.
Oh my God. Waiting for players. We're waiting for players. They're busy spamming the main chat. So, oh, here we go. We're getting going a little bit. Let's do this. No formation lab this time. Let's hope we get it going. And if we need radio commentary, Thrasher, we got you.
Alright, wait, what?
We got radio commentary if we need it. So there you go. The bot mute anybody? I think I just muted somebody. Message sent by Chungus, deleted in main chat. Sent 4 attachments in 7.87 seconds. Reason, attachment cooldown. I think it's gonna mute him. We'll see. Here we go. Getting ready for the start of this Grand Prix. We've got 5 red lights. We're doing it again. 5 red lights. We're underway, I think. Oh, we're revving it up. There we are. We're underway. Lights out and away we go. Chungus got a good start side by side with Polo. Now Pluto to the lead. Pluto takes it over Polo. Side by side into turn 1. Pluto's got ahead with Chungus. Side by side with Atlantis for 3rd place. They keep it clean so far. And already keeping it clean through turn 2. Now into turn 3. Side by side for 2nd. Chungus gets ahead of Pluto. And behind that, Joseph ahead of Atlantis. And we finally got a race on our hands. Will ahead of Sam as well for 9th place. The 7th place included Blugagi and J&T going wheel to wheel. We've got a train of cars all battling it out and jockeying for position. Cromack gets ahead of Sam with Rice ahead of Davis. They're both all in a train of cars separated by 2-3 tenths into the chicane for the first time in this race. Oh, keep it close.
Very interesting battle. Right, nice battles happening in the pack.
We've all kept it clean too. A 10th between Kostag and Atlantis. Kostag right behind Atlantis. We finally got racing underneath our hands. And Kostag lucky enough to not hit the back one, but we've got Blossom who spun around as you said. No damage though, luckily.
I was on board with that. Nice cracker pack just turned right.
And now coming to complete the end of the first lap, it's Pluto who leads over Chungus. Oh, we've got a dive at the final corner. Communist underneath Rice Cracker. Oh, bit of touching between the two. Rice Cracker gets put off line, and Communist goes ahead as well. 18th to 3rd already for him. Then we got a spin through turn 2. That's Polo God. Polo God is spun out. And he has trumbled down the order as well as a result of that. Oh, yeah, another yellow flag at the back of the field. That's Breakout, who's spun out at the exit of turn 6.
For the lead. Oh, we backed out of it.
Luckily he did. Kostag on Atlantis as well. Oh, there's contact! He pushed him out wide to the curb. Kostag's going to get pushed out wide to the curb again on the opposing side of that. And he's going to get ahead from that. 4 cars within 4 tenths right here for position. Joseph ducking out, and he's going to go alongside. He's going to get ahead of Atlantis. Atlantis has lost 2 places right there in 1.
And now Gagi all over the back of Atlantis now.
All positions being traded in the nick of things here on the opening laps. Lap 2. That's where we're at. We are lucky we got a race in. I'm glad we got a race in, you know? About time. Rice Cracker, 3-second penalty already. He is the first driver to pick up a penalty. I believe that's his second, though. So, not the first from him. Pluto leads Chungus behind that. You have Kostag, then Joseph, and Atlantis following as well. Here's Atlantis looking on Joseph behind that. Aaron Ocon got by Rice Cracker for position. Then you have Communist on the back of Davis. Oh, down the inside.
Communist Communist has already gained 9 spots or 8 spots. Oh, Sam seats one.
And that is him around. No damage, luckily for him. It looks like Axe goes ahead of Chromac. Axe started 17th. Up 10 spot, or sorry, up to 10th already. 7 spots gained. Communist, 9 spots for him as well. He's 9th. And on this back straight, DRS enabled for Chungus. 2nd place in this race. Looking to be first. Cannot change that right now. Joseph looking. Cannot make a move just yet from that far back. Oh. At the back of the field, Polo and Race Cracker also traded positions there. Polo had to go off the racetrack as well after he had spun out early in this race, and he had to avoid trouble. Chungus looking on Pluto for the lead. Cannot do anything about that either right now. Well, you have Joseph looking on Kostek for 3rd place.
Nice little train here from Kostag going back to JMT. Nice 4 or 5 cars here.
Most definitely. And you know what? I mean, we got the race we wanted to see. We got the field close together. And that's an equal machinery as well. Chungus, fastest lap. Polo got 5 seconds. He is retired.
And
already given up on that one. And Communist goes by Davis side by side with him. He's got ahead in that wheel-to-wheel action. Now, however, we have Aaron and Will as well. Oops, apologies about that. Aaron ahead of Lando now, and Aaron gonna try to go ahead of Will. Side by side here. Oh, I think there's a bit of contact for a moment. Breakout is now spun out as well at the back of the field. And you have Aaron Ocon looking again, cannot make anything out of that. Now for the lead again, Chungus on Pluto. He's got the chance to go to the outside this time. Is it going to keep it, though? Is Pluto going to keep it? Chungus to the lead. Now Joseph to the inside of Kostag. Joseph goes through, but goes wide in the process. Can Kostag get the switch back? Yes, he does! Side by side! Oh, Joseph keeping it for now. Kostag has to duck in behind.
Oh, Axis. Communist and Axis.
Two who gained the most positions to start this race are now at the back of the field, and Communist has got a 3-second for that as well. Here's Willon. Lando cannot make anything of it. Now, Polo got our first retirement. There's going to be no restart for that at all. No restart at all for the rest of this race. If we have to cancel, we cancel. If we restart, we then it's a cancel. Aaron Ocon has spun out as well. That's at the long right-hander, the exit of that. But if you crash out, you crash out. Too bad. And you know what? I think I was a bit trigger happy on the restart, but on the first original one. But I think the thing is that the way I looked at it is I wanted to avoid what happened in season one. We have a yellow flag again. That's a breakout. We're having a bit of trouble at the back. But I think the thing is for me is I wanted to avoid what happened at France in season 2, where Joseph is around. Oh, a bit trigger happy on the throttle, but speaking of trigger happy, I think I was a bit trigger happy in that restart button as well. That is definitely my mistake a bit, because yeah, I wanted to avoid what happened in season 1 with glitches. I saw a bit of glitches. Maybe it was a bit over exaggerated, but look, I mean, when it comes to the season, we'll let it play out more. I think with this, there's a lot of glitches to the game, and there's a lot that needs to be fixed that we're hoping is fixed soon enough. Anyways, Lannis sticking behind Kostag for 3rd place right now. And this is in the battle too. This is within the battle to catch up to Chungus and put at the front of the field. Lannis using the runoff area there for a moment, while at the back of the field, Ricecracker and Communist. And oh my God, there's a big train of cars. Sam C gets ahead of Communist. Ricecracker stays ahead of Sam. Sam looking on the exit to possibly gain some speed and go around him. We have a crash. That is J&T and the McLaren. And Sam goes ahead of Ricecracker. Behind that, Communist to Aaron all follow suit in this little battle for 12th place.
Now we got a train here. Joseph, Lando, Will, J&T, X on a nice train here.
And it seems like it's easier to pass as well within these trains, you know, where before you couldn't really make a move. And down the inside, Aaron Ocon on Ricecracker went, and he just completely barged him out of the way and got that position in the meantime. Communist as well, looking to make a move on Sam with DRS deployed down to turn 1 as well. Communist going to get the edge. He's going to go around the inside. A very nice move by Communist. But does he keep it? Yes, he does.
Nice move there from Communist. Communist showing pace. You know, started last, went all the way up to 8, spun, fell all the way down to 15th. He drove his way back.
Oh, we have a crash! So. That's Lando. Around.
That's Lando.
Oh, and Gagio as well almost ran in the back of Atlantis while that was happening as well. We have Axe as well on Will Chromac. He's got by him. Now he's looking to get by J&T Gaming. His breakout picks up a track limit penalty. Behind that, Sam as well. The Communist couldn't make the move right there. Aaron looking to make a move as well. He saw it, and maybe a possible opportunity right there. Couldn't do anything. Now Sam challenging back at Communist for 11th around the outside. Gonna make this stick. Still keeping it around the outside. Gonna be side by side here at the long right-hander. Oh, slight touching. Oh, so close, quarter to quarter racing between the two. Keeping it clean as well. Good job by them. Now there's contact. Oh, and Sam is ahead for now. Pushes Communist out wide a little bit to the curb, but he keeps ahead. Fair racing by the two.
Nice battling there. That's what we love to see in these races. We love to see these great battles.
Joseph now Davis. Joseph goes by for 6th place. Removed by him.
Communist and Sam.
Once again, side by side into turn 1. This is not the first time. Both wheel to wheel. Does he keep it out of exit Sam? Yes, he does. But Communist is going to look to get back at this. Cannot do so right now. And while this continues to happen, Aaron and Ricecracker continue to wait in the wings for something to happen while they choose who wants to go ahead first. Atlantis now in Kostag. Atlantis down to the inside by the chicane. goes by on Kostag with a penalty in the process as well. And Kostag trying to switch back. Can't make the move there. Blossom with a penalty. Does Kostag get the run off here that he needs and get the slipstream? That is possible into this right-hander. Now a double right-hander, a long right-hander. He's got a momentum, actually. Does he go to the inside? Yes, he does. He ducks back to the back of the AlphaTauri. Stay behind right there. Now Joseph on Davis. Yep, does not choose that one there. Maybe an exit? Nope. Never, nothing there. Aaron on Sam.
And Sam.
Yep, you're right. And what happened to Communist? Because he fell back a spot or two there as well. That's a bit surprising. We didn't get to catch that. Apologies for that one.
Oh, right. That was never going to work.
And it results in him spinning out. And Lando's got contact with Communist now. Lando sideways. Lando, he's going to save it. And I think Communist let him by there as well.
Joseph and Davis.
And now J&T and Joseph too. Trying to jockey it out for position. Here's Axe. Oh, he hits the back of him. Oh, Davis luckily saves it. He keeps it going in the right direction, but he's going to lose a couple positions in the process.
What a save, though, right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Axe had to avoid him right there, and I think he hit the back of him in the process. Now, Axe. Is he the fastest car on track? Is he close to that? Yeah, he's one of the fastest cars on track, but he's got 16 seconds of this lead, and so does this pack of cars that he's racing as well. Kostag on Atlantis. Kostag can't get by there again as well. J&T in the DRS of Joseph, and Axe is within that battle too. Communist as well. Trying to look at battles we can focus on right now, as the racing has got a bit more spread out. And you know what? It will be for people cars. It will be, by the way. But for now, realistic cars will be much closer, we're sure. But this definitely helps the rest of the field for sure. Figure out where they need to be. If you're not at the front of the field, you're figuring out where you're going to be in the midst of pace with people. But again, Pluto still DRS of Chungus trying to chase down that lead. Also Kostag Atlantis trying to chase down a podium position and fight for this one as well. Oh, do we have a crash back there? Or no, it was parking around the front corner. Never mind. Looked like a crash for a moment with the camera angle I got there for a moment, but J&T still sticking behind Joseph for 6th. 4/10 that gap. 3/10 in the wings is Axe as well, waiting for something to happen, waiting for his opportunity to pounce, and he might have just got it right here. Look at this! Gaining traction. Can he get it on J&T? No, he sticks behind, but J&T makes a move on Joseph. Is Joseph going wide? Could it be 3 wide here? J&T gets ahead while Axe follows in the wings. Joseph picks up a penalty. Now Axe is going to go get 2 and 1. Axe on the inside. He's made it through. Now J&T gets challenged. Joseph goes back through. Unbelievable. He's got through.
That was exciting.
That was. Now also exciting at the back of this field. Lando and Aaron. Aaron staying ahead of Lando. Lando gonna dive down the inside. Aaron goes a bit wide to the corner, runs a bit wide. Lando gonna get the switchback. Can he make this work? With Communist waiting on the wings, Aaron pushes him wide. Now here comes Lando with the switchback to the left side. Can he complete this move? Yes, he can. Great racing at the back of the field and throughout the whole field. This is what we'll see during the season and just during league racing on this cycle of the game. But the one thing, again, we do want fixed is the amount of glitches. It's unacceptable right now that you have a game that's trying to work out cross-platform but can't work out its own servers. So, yeah. That's unfortunate from them. Nothing we can do besides try to work around it. Now J&T on Joseph once again. Darts to the left side. Can he complete the move before the braking? Yes, he can. I think Joseph tapped the back of him. But J&T's got ahead. And,
if you excuse me, I gotta go do real quick, so we'll be back in a few minutes.
All good, but while that's happening, Pluto, oh, we have a crash. Lando has been around at the exit of the second turn. The very exit of the second turn, actually. Gonna say, well, oh, but Aaron, Communist, oh, he goes to the inside and makes contact. I think Aaron might have turned in right there, but I'm not too sure. Communist goes ahead. while Aaron has to concede the position. Sam as well on the wings of Will and trying to gain the slipstream and the DRS and everything else involved in that. And here's Sam down the inside. It's going to go side by side here. But I was trying to mention while this was happening. Oh, Sam is spun on traction. But yeah, while all that's happened, Pluto has still kept the DRS of Chungus. He's kept within this gap. And once we get to pit stops, that is an undercut from Pluto, something along the lines of that, will definitely make a big difference. And hopefully it does, because we do want to see a battle for the lead throughout this whole field. Speaking of pitting, Atlantis is the first one. Nice audio glitch. See, these are the glitches I'm talking about. I start to get frustrated when it's game by game and nothing is fixed. But I'm also not surprised too. I'm just disappointed. Gagi pits as well. Atlantis pitted. I think Atlantis might have got slightly held. They're all going to go onto the hard tires here. Here comes Will as well, pitting. These three are the first three to pit and change compounds that they need to. Where do they come out, though? That's the question that we're wondering. Atlantis, Gagi, all coming out. Gagi is going to come out right near Blossom and him are going to be side by side into turn one. Gagi staying ahead, but he's on the harder tires in fresher tires, which is having warm up the temperature too. And Sam Steed also picks up a 3-second time penalty while in the nick of things. Aaron picks up a 3-second. Rice Cracker picks up a 3-second. It's back and forth with all these penalties. Blossom running a bit wide in the train of Gagi. Can he maybe have something to say about it within the DRS? Gagi trying to warm up the tires. So is Atlantis up here at the front. This is maybe Carson Gagi keeping this position for now. Blossom down the inside. Blossom goes through. Now here comes Sam around the outside of Gagi. Can he keep this? Sam has kept himself around the outside while Pluto picks up a 3-second on the entrance to the pit lane. Gagi's got it. Now Sam returning the favor going by. He has done it. 5-second though for Kostag entering the pits. I think someone else got a 3-second too. Chungus got the fastest lap. All that's happened in the last 15 seconds. A lot to keep up with here. So Kostag pits. Pluto pits. Pluto trying for the undercut. It has lagged Thrasher out unless he's turned off his Xbox. Aaron as well. Pitting. Did he get a 5-second in the process? He did. He's got a lot of penalties now. Rice Cracker's got a 5-second for exceeding track limits. Now the pit lane. But everybody else is really pitted in this race. Lagging out. It's horrible. So bad. On the connections, multiplayer. It's a game we wanted, but not in that aspect. And speaking of undercuts, we've got Atlantis and Kostag. Kostag just coming out of the pits, trying to warm up the tires. Atlantis is trying to make a move around the outside and trying to get around Kostag. He's going to have to wait a little bit, but he's got the DRS. Kostag doesn't. Kostag excelling away, while Atlantis has to use a bit of overtake to try to get alongside him. Does he do so in the braking? Yes, he does! Down the inside! Oh, he cuts the corner just a bit. Kostag gets ahead with Atlantis getting the exit he needs. Goes alongside. Davis and Joseph saw a move being made almost for a moment up the front of the field. And here is Atlantis having to stick behind Kostag. Chungus pits from the lead. Right here. Going for the hards. Blossom with a 3-second. Now, where does Chungus come out? Davis pits. Axe and J&T stay out. Let's see. Do we get a good angle? Chungus comes out far ahead of Pluto, actually. Communist pits. Now, something happened to Pluto to where he lost that much time, because he's lost actually a lot of time right there. Chungus, 4.3 right there. He's back. He was 1 second back entering the pits. So, it's up. Maybe. But he did get a 5-second, I want to say, right? No, we got 3 seconds. Sorry. And there's a yellow flag up at the front of the field. What's that for? I don't think it's for anything. Sam's got by... No, it was maybe for Atlantis, because Sam got by Atlantis here. And Atlantis is now being challenged by Lando, who's yet to pit. Lando goes through. And we have another yellow flag. That's Davis. Don't know if he reset the track right there. And we know that's not allowed during the real season. But here comes Breakout. Bulgogi. All 6-pack right here. All within DRS. Here's Lando. Looking on Sam now. Oh, can't gain enough right there. Breakout goes by Gagi as well for position. J&T pits from the lead, by the way. As Axe continues to stay out here. Oh, contact. Breakout and Blossom. And Blossom abruptly broke right in front of Breakout, and he had to take evasive action. Hit the back of him, though, in the process, and Gagi has gone through. And there's Breakout, sorry, not Breakout. Hostag pitting. Not, sorry, Hostag. J&T pitting. Sam pitting. Lando. Breakout on Blossom, all pitting. Some for the first time. Actually, all for the first time. I thought Breakout or Blossom had already pitted. Never mind. Well, that's happening. That's odd. Atlantis down the inside of J&T. He's going to go through right there as well. J&T just came out of the pits in the process, too, so obviously he's trying to warm up his tires. While that's happening, Aaron goes by Sam. They've been in a big battle. Blossom as well. Comes out ahead of Breakout and Rice Cracker as well. Now Chungus is trying to gain on Joseph and Axe, who've yet to pit. And does any of the front two pit any time? Axe stays out, Joseph stays out. Chungus down the inside of Joseph. He pushes him wide. He makes contact, and Chungus goes through for now with the state of DRS. I think he let Joseph back by there because he realized that he made an aggressive move right there. Joseph taking evasive action and had to go wide, but again, this is something that yellow flag. That's a Mercedes. That's Davis. But I was gonna say that's something that Chungus realized, like, he made an aggressive move that hit him, and now it's allowing Pluto to catch back up, and maybe he can get himself back into DRS. Joseph's got a fair fight to play here, though. Aaron's got a 3-second with that. The yellow flag. Davis again? Yes, it is. Now, is he going to get disqualified for blocking the pit lane? I hope not. He's trying to make it to the pit lane. He does so. There you go. Chungus. Side by side with Joseph. Oh, there's contact! And Joseph has been nicked around right there. Oh, unfortunate right there for Joseph, because he was at the front of the field, giving a good fight to Chungus for us. And now, when he hits, he's going to be at least back behind his teammate for sure in this race. This Blossom picks up a 3-second. Oh, we have a spinner. And that is J&T, who spun up the back of Atlantis after making contact right there. I think that whole teammate thing goes out the window as Axe and Joseph look to extend this stint. Speaking of that, Axe has got a penalty. Now Rice Cracker's got a penalty. Crash, are you still in the session? Okay, just making sure. Oh, I see. Davis is retired. Is this going to bring out a safety car? I think it might have. Yes, it does. The exit turn 6 there. Yeah. This has just changed the race completely. Because Axe has yet to pit. Joseph has yet to pit. Fair game for them. Oh, lovely. Communist pits for the soft tires. Aaron pits. This time for the mediums. Oh, a glitch? What's that? Not the first time we've heard that. Axe comes into the pit lane, has to stop it in time to get it down to 37 miles per hour. Chungus thinking about pitting. Does he pit? Yes, he does. Makes a late decision. Was not within the white lines, but well, they social race would give a crap. Pluto pits as well with them. Joseph pits. Does anybody stay out now? And Axe will have the lead from this from the back of the grid. Does Kosteg pit? Yes, he does. Kosteg, 5 seconds. Yeah, that tends to happen. You get a 5 second for exceeding track limits there in the game by doing that. And that's by not using the correct pit entrance. I'm surprised that it gave it to Kosteg and not just Chungus as well. And it's pit Axe onto the hards, and same with Joseph. What? Unbelievable circumstances we've had to change this race because we thought they were going to go on the softs, but it put them onto the hards. T stays out. Davis said he had the rear wing issue that caused him to spin out and retire. Access softs can't make it or will be shot. Well, we'll find out about that. Everyone else gone to the softs. We'll see if they can or not. It's an interesting choice of strategy, you know? I mean, I applaud them for it. Whether they meant to do it or not, I don't know. But some have gone to the softs, some have stayed out. And Joseph. Right. Well, we're gonna have a safety car come in pretty soon. Whether it be next lap or the lap after that. Yeah, that's fine. I'll get you in. Joseph, though, is pitted. I think he wants to change off those hards. He might have not meant to go into the hards, but he's pitted along with Rice Cracker. Soft tires for Joseph? Soft tires it is. Rice Cracker, lap 17. Rice Cracker's also got a front wing change, so he might have ran on the back of somebody under the safety car while he was at it, too. And with that being said, we should see everybody catch up within the next lap or so. I think it'll come in soon. You're in? Okay. Yeah, lap 18 here. Lap 18, sorry. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. X giving us some action by twitching the wheel, but under this safety car, we look at the difference in tires, softs, hards. Nobody in the mediums. I'm surprised about that part of it. Yeah, that's what Square thought as well, which is why Axe went to the hards. I don't think we'll have the safety car come in this time. Aaron has left the session. Can you get him back in? No. And I don't think the safety car will be in this time either. Unless it's a late call, but I doubt it. see. Safety car speeding up. I'm concerned about that. Is it going to be in? Is it not? No, it would have peeled off by now. So it'll be about another lap, which is okay. Gives time for Aaron to get back into session. Ratchet, you're going to need to uninclude your audio, then include your audio again. By the way. Yeah. Let me check. All right, talk. You're gonna have to do it again. Uninclude it, then include it again.
Alright.
Pit, Linda Pit, and Blossom Pit. Yep, I hear you. We're good.
Oh, breakout time.
That's under the safety car. I don't think that's on track either. That's a crash either by himself or he had help from somebody else. One of the two. Maybe a bit of assistance, maybe not. We'll see. Speaking of assistance,
I definitely love this game. It has the track map for at the top left. It doesn't say safety car.
Oh, yep, I see that. It's green flags. What? Oh boy. This is concerning. Because some people might start racing and that's not what should happen.
We love Codemasters.
That's a bit concerning in itself. Anyway, Axe leads the field to the restart this time. With the safety car coming in. The safety car is still on the track as well. I think something we'll have to realize is that we're going to have glitches either way, but we're going to have to see which ones are controllable and which ones are not.
Please go in the pits. Please don't stay on track.
It will. Here we go. Coming to the restart. Axe leads the way for the first time this race under regular pit cycles. And under regular racing. Here we go. When does he go? He goes now! Underway! Back racing again. And Chungus already getting challenged from Pluto for second place. And here we go for the leads. Can Chungus make a move to the inside? No, not yet. Chungus elects to stay while Pluto was challenging for that second place before the start-finish line. Here's Axe, though, leading over Chungus and Pluto and Rice Crackers mid-spun round. At the back of the field, while Sam makes a move on Aaron. You have Joseph as well, who's got by Will. Atlantis with a time penalty. He lost the rear right there, but for second place, Chungus and Pluto. This battle's heating up while the battle for the lead is continuing to heat up. Here we go. Chungus to the inside of Axe before the chicane. Axe trying to defend, but Chungus has got the move done. And Axe is trying for a switchback to be made. Now Goggy goes ahead of Atlantis. And here's Pluto waiting in the wings. Here's Pluto to the inside. Pluto goes through. The hard tires right now are not working out for Axe at all. But the question is, are these soft tires going to die out by the end of this race? Is this beneficial for the long term for Pluto and Chungus and the rest of the field?
We got a whole train behind these guys with so we got Goggy, Atlantis, Communist, Joseph, Chromac, Sam, Lando, Aaron, Blossom, all on the train.
And fastest lap set by Chungus, who leads the way once again with Pluto right behind as well. And this is the closest Pluto has been as well to Chungus for the lead at least in a while. Lando gets by Sam before turn one. He's made the move cleanly. He's got by. That's for 11th place. Now he's going to chase the rest of the field who've got penalties. Look at the penalties in this race as well. Tons and tons and tons of penalties. Got people with 5 seconds. Got people with 3, 6, and 9.
I was getting ready to bring that up. Pluto has a penalty, Chungus does not. So if I'm Chungus here, I take into consideration if Pluto gets a big enough run on me, maybe I let him go, but just stay within 3 seconds of him.
Aaron Ocon at the back of the field has spun out. Racecracker to cut the track to avoid spinning out there based off the traction he had. And continuing to lead this race, Chungus ahead of Pluto. Then comes Axe, still contending on the hards, which might be the long-term way to go. But for right now, soft tires have got the advantage, with Lando going by Will for 10th place, that is. Then ahead of that, Communist and Joseph. Communist gained a lot of positions from starting 18th as well. So he's in a better spot now. Yellow flags, that is, for Will Cromack. Now into lap 22. Chungus continuing to lead the way with Pluto right behind. DRS will be enabled this lap as well. We'll see it effective on the run to the chicane on the back straight for the first time since lap 16, I should say. But oh, at the back, there's Kostag around. He lost it on a turn 2, and that's his chance at a podium or even anything gone. He's left the session in the process. You're not going to be able to do that in the real season where you're going to rage quit like that, but was it a rage quit? Was it a lag out? I'm going to assume it was a rage quit. If it wasn't, then we'll get him back in here.
I think it was definitely a rage quit. Because of the timing, but maybe I could be wrong, but because of the timing that
Pluto to the inside! He's looking back at this. He's going to switch Chungus back right here and get the traction he needs. He pulls to the left side for the lead. Chungus caught napping, and here comes Pluto once again for this lead. Pluto goes ahead while Chungus concedes.
Like I said, if your Chungus, take into consideration, he's got a penalty. I don't. You have to stick within that 3-second gap.
And in this battle, in this set of the top 5, you have J&T waiting to get back up there, waiting to get within DRS. He might be able to do this if the hards become effective in these last couple laps. You have Chungus and Pluto continuing to battle it out. DRS deployed for Chungus. No ERS being used though. He's saving a bit of it maybe for the last couple of laps to win this on track. Although Chungus has this one-off penalties right now, he's still got J&T who's got none as well. Same with Gagi and 6.
Yeah, this could be helpful for J&T and Gagi. You know, I'm very happy of how Gagi's been racing today. He did get that one incident with Davis in the sprint, but other than that, he's been really clean today. I'm glad to see he's improved.
Here is Chungus again on Pluto, looking this time. More momentum for him, and he's going to be the one pulling alongside. No, not yet here. Joseph as well goes ahead of Blue Gagi. That's for 6th place in this race. It will definitely put him back a little bit on the side of things when the race pans out with no penalties for Gagi. It'll put him back a bit, because right now he would be probably 5th. And Ricecracker's got disqualified for the amount of penalties he's got. I think at the back of the field, Communist has spun. Yeah, he did. Yep. He is going for a little spin. And here's Chungus. 3/10 behind Pluto, but Pluto got amazing traction there. DRS enabled again for Chungus. Can he get the run he needs to maybe catch Pluto? J&T's also gotten DRS, so is this where the hards are becoming effective? 4 laps to go. Chungus again gets close to Pluto. 2/10 now. Axe also right there as well. He's there to stomp on anything that's going to happen. Chungus, 3/10, getting ever so close right here to the ending parts of Sector 1. Blossom's picked up a penalty. You can just see how much comfortable Chungus is with the entries of the corner. Now Pluto on the exit, not so comfortable there. Here comes Chungus, DRS this time, overtake engaged to the right side for the lead. He's gone ahead. Now does Pluto try for a switchback? Can he do so? He's in the slipstream. Overtake button engaged. Can he go for this? No, not yet. Maybe a little bit later. Oh, he's right at the back of his rear wheel. Does he go for it? No, he backs out of that one. Smart move by Pluto because he knows that right there might not be the position to go for it, but maybe later on in this race. There's only a couple laps left, though, so take your chances very wisely. And he's
Someone don't roll out. Someone that you don't roll out of this race. JNT.
Yep, he's right within this train of cars, right within this battle. Atlanta's starting to close in as well on the soft tires, but are those soft tires fading? Are those soft tires dying like we thought they would? But do the hards come back to Axe or J&T here? 8 laps in the softs. How much are they controlling the pace of the front of the field with Chungus and Pluto on the soft tires? Are they in puncture territory? That's something we'll have to find out because you can just see the traction on board with Axe that he is gaining through this part of the track at the middle to end of Sector 1. Now the beginning of Sector 2, a little bit of wiggle. 7/10 now, Pluto and Chungus are separated by, here's Axe. Goes to the left side, makes the move complete. He's ahead. Now his quest to get the lead back is up for grabs. Well, Chromac has got a 3-second as well. And Chungus trying to dart out to not have Axe get any sort of slipstream, not have him take any sort of advantage at this stage of the race. Only 3 laps remaining, coming to 2 this time. J&T still on the back of Pluto as well at the front.
This is going to be an exciting final 2 laps here.
Yes, it will. At the front of the field, Chungus ahead of Axe. Axe with DRS this time. More battery in use with him as well. How does he manage it though? Does he wait to the back straight? Right now it looks like he's going to do that. No move yet to be made.
Honestly, I think that's the move, just for Axe to wait to the back straight. Because, oh, Chungus got a penalty.
Oh, that put J&T back into the thick of things. He is up in 4th, and he doesn't have any penalties. Aaron Ocon, 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. J&T close to Pluto. Axe close to Chungus. They're going to have to pull a gap now. They win this race over J&T. J&T on Pluto. J&T to the inside. Side by side. Pluto. Oh, he makes contact. Touches J&T. Can he keep ahead? J&T is going to challenge this one. He's going to fight this back. Well, Axe goes for the race lead. Axe goes through. Now J&T is side by side again. Pluto stays ahead.
Well, this is now cost J&T to win. Because
tons of battling. Oh, there's more contact. More touching between the two.
With Pluto's very aggressive defending, that has cost J&T a shot at the race win.
But I also think you can tell too, not only is it aggressive defending, it's also the fact that the soft tires are starting to die, and we can just tell that right now from Pluto, because look at this. Fastest lap for Axe. Here's J&T now to the right side. Goes by Pluto. That time he got it done successfully.
Yeah, but I think it's too little too late.
He might get Chungus, but I don't think he'll get Axe here if that's the case. Pluto's going to try to fight this back. While that's happening, Blue Goggy again posted.
Oh, Chungus another penalty.
Joseph, yep, you're right. Oh, and Chungus is spun. He's into the wall, resets the track. Can't do that in the races this next season. Here's Pluto again with DRS deployed on J&T. 5 seconds now, that gap almost. Right, yeah, you're right. I mean, Chungus' penalty right there. That did cost him, and he was trying to push and then spun out. Communist as well,
one driver.
Doggy also
One driver.
But
I was saying one driver you don't take anything away from today was the guy in P2 in that McLaren J&T. No penalty, able to fight with these guys, was in contention for a race win until the Battle of Pluto. Hats off and clap it up for JMT.
Surely. We got Axe here coming across the final two corners here. He won an ARL twice at this track. In fact, another leak created by me, URS, add his name to the winners list. Axe takes the social race victory. He's going to cross the line with the fastest lap, taking victory. And side by side, possibly to the finish line, Pluto stays ahead of Chungus for third place, while JNT claims a second place finish. Behind that, Atlantis, Joseph, then Gagi, who's going to slot ahead of Atlantis, Sam, Lando. We have a battle for 10th now. Blossom goes wide. That's a bit dirty there from Blossom. That's unacceptable. That's really unacceptable.
What happened? I missed it.
Just put Chungus in the wall right there. He just darted right as soon as Communist got next to him. That was really uncalled for, but that is the finish to the race. The social race. We'll get the results. And then we'll end the stream from there. Good racing we saw today. Really enjoyed that one. Obviously, it took a little while. A couple restarts. Frustration from the drivers, completely reasonably so. And that is victory for WRX in the Williams. First letter in his gamer tag starts with W. The first letter of the team he raced for today starts with W, and he takes the dub today. How about that? Vash, your closing thoughts in today's race?
I think we saw some really amazing battling here today for the social race, and I hope that we can keep it up, into the season. Granted that it was a performance today, but that doesn't change the fact that a lot of drivers showed their true pace today. And I hope that this sets up for an amazing season of battling.
Definitely.
Yeah, in the season. So, congrats to Axe. After wrecking out in quality and wrecking out race, starting from P17 on the grid to win the social race. That's just an amazing drive. But I like how much battling we saw today, both in the front and in the back. And I think this is just setting up for an amazing season we're gonna have.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, mind you, we'll have realistic cars, and we'll maybe do a social race event in those realistic cars to test something out. But Axe played the strategy right. He waited till a safety car, and it paid out for him. Congrats to him. He took the fastest lap as well. Good job to these drivers for managing the race very well as they did. Very impressive racing. We saw a lot of clean racing, I would say, for the majority of it. It's good to see. We saw the sprint race format used for the first time. Closing thoughts on that as well. Should that be included in the real season? And was it something that was worth watching and worth fighting for seeing next season?
In my opinion, I wouldn't use it this season. I would wait until next season to use it. Because don't get me wrong, it was exciting to watch, but I think for this season, we need a season with no sprints, just full on, how the original settings are. But I think if next season, we could possibly throw in a sprint race or two and make the season a whole lot interesting. That's just me. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a couple of thoughts on it myself. I think the sprint race format was cool. It was something interesting and different here, but I also think it's only something, if we're going to use it, we should only use it for one race. I don't think it's anything special to be included. I don't think it provided the best of racing, to be fair, but I thought it was something interesting, something out of the ordinary, so why not maybe try it once during the season? But I don't know. I'm not too much of a fan of it. Maybe trying it once, we'll see, would be a good idea. Obviously, if you put it into the realistic cars, maybe it'll be different, but I don't know.
Maybe, but I just think the sprint it's a one race thing.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And we'll have to see what happens. Tune in next week. We'll probably have a social race then with the drivers again. Probably a different track. Hopefully less glitches. My God. Besides the glitches, though, I thought today was a really good day, and we got ourselves a race through. Let's focus on the positives with that, and then we'll reflect on everything else that need to be fixed for next time. Because that was, absolutely amazing that we were able to get good racing and let alone a race in. So good thing we had that. Anyways, next week, next Sunday we'll have another sprint, not another sprint race, but another social race. I meant to say. We'll see what kind of format we have with that, and we'll go from there. I think that's really about it for me today. That's all I have to conclude. You were joined by Ryan Ocon 31 and GSR Thrasher. Hope we entertained you. Hope we had tons of fun, just as much as you did. And have a good one. See you next time.